We're going to try out both FSR 2.1 and XeSS today in Cyberpunk. Just go through the settings real quick. We're on the high preset, and then it just changes to custom because I turned FSR on. So we'll just look through here real quick. I want to turn motion blur off. Everything's on high. Ray tracing is off. So we're running 75-ish FPS right now. We're in 1440p FSR 2.1 quality mode. High presets, no ray tracing. Now, when I did this a couple of weeks ago before I downloaded the new drivers, I was getting a lot of artifact with FSR on, and it doesn't seem to be the case right now. Like the taillights and the bumper from the back of the car, they were majorly like flashing behind the car. Not paying attention to what I'm doing here. Now I do see some red, but that's the reflection. So I'm going out to the Badlands just to try and duplicate what I did the other day with the old drivers. It was really bright and really sunny out there, so I didn't know if that had something to do with it. But right now, this looks really good. This looks really good. This feels really good. You cannot go wrong with this GPU for $350. I'm sorry. You just can't. I'm playing Cyberpunk right now in high settings. 75 FPS, like, in 1440p. Like, let's go. Let's wait. We'll wait until noon. 1 o'clock. Of course, there's a sandstorm, so that dropped our frames down a little bit. So I'm not. Oh, there it is. Yep, I'm getting artifacting behind the car. The rear fender, from about the rear fender backwards, I can see a bunch of ghosting. So that's interesting. I wasn't doing that in the lighter, or in the darker areas earlier in the city and before I advanced the time to be daytime. So yeah, still running 70 FPS out here, but a lot of ghosting going on behind the car. Alright, so let's turn XeSS on. To compare apples to apples as best we can, we're going to put that on quality as well. Everything else is still on high. Oh, wow. Wow, this already looks so much better. Just like I experienced before. Yeah. Not having any of the ghosting, none of the artifact behind the car. And it's a lot sharper, a lot clearer without being grainy. That's insane how much better this is. Now, we did lose some FPS. We were getting more frames with FSR. Not much. It's pretty close. Probably within 5%, but...
Oh, shit. Not good.
Alright, now that we've shown that... let's go in here and let's do ray tracing medium. We'll just drive to Embers, or part of the way anyway. So down into the 40s. Ooh, there's a little glitch. I think that was probably the game, though. This game still does have some things that glitch in and out of existence. But honestly, at 40 frames a second versus 60, I don't really feel it. Don't really feel it. Now, whether or not you notice the difference with ray tracing on, I don't know. We won't turn this into a ray tracing on versus off comparison, but you can make up your own mind. But what we can see on the screen is the performance drop. But like I said, this is totally playable. This 38, 40 frames a second. I don't know, I've just never noticed anything in this game where that's kind of bad. Maybe it's because my first playthrough was on PS5 on my 4K TV, and I was probably running 25, 30 FPS upscaled. I want to get into town, and then I'm going to put XeSS on quality. I want to see if we can get over 60 FPS with ray tracing on. I could drop it down to low too, but or we could put it on auto. Let's put it on auto. I feel like through this section here, it always looks a lot better with ray tracing on. Like, there's just so the way things pop is just like, it's hard to describe, hard to explain. But putting it on auto didn't really give me any more frames. Let me just, to make sure that we're getting it, let me put it on performance. Or balanced. Let's try balanced first. I mean, the fact that we're doing ray tracing at all on an Intel graphics card that costs $350, you know. All right, one more test. We're gonna leave ray tracing on medium, and we're gonna turn FSR back on. And let's just do balanced. I wasn't getting that artifact in town here. It's only out in the desert, so something about that environment. I guess I see it a little bit here. But for some reason, just the tail end of that car wants to, like, smear its hind end all over the screen. Out of the vehicle, getting 40. Alright, I always like to end my Cyberpunk videos with a police showdown. Yeah, I'm sorry, but not sorry. This looks way better. XeSS looks way better. Oh, that's weird. Huh. I've never had them stop coming for me. Usually the star level just maxes out and then they send robots and modded people after me, and eventually I always get overcome.
You're gonna die.
There's a lot of dudes in here.
Don't lose faith.
Alright, well that's going to wrap it up for today's video. I'm going to go get to working on some other content. But as you can see, Cyberpunk, ray tracing, XeSS, looks super good, super playable, can't go wrong. Intel for the win.